Welcome back to President's Rank Game of Thrones series with my pals, Joe.
Sup?
And Obama.
Yo.
I was going to invite Jon Snow, but he said he has bad AI voice synthesitis.
And don't ask what that is, or else the world will end.
You forgot to introduce me.
Oh yeah, and Bush, who waited here for an hour just to do this tier list with us.
I missed the last one, so I watched the video on YouTube, and I liked the rankings so much that I wanted to.
Asterisk snoring asterisk.
Joe, seriously, you fell asleep already?
Huh? What is going on?
Whatever, let's start this.
Ooh, are we on season 5 already?
Yep, we are. What do y'all think of this season?
Mid at best.
Yeah, I agree with Trump. Tyrion's dialogue this season was a serious step down from the first 4 seasons.
I think it was a mid-season as well, although the Sand Snakes were awesome.
Of course you like the sand snakes, Joe. Your entire family is made of snakes.
Screw you. At least I have real hair, unlike your orange ass.
You've been looking at my ass, huh?
Okay, what the hell, Trump? Anyway, the overall storyline was mid. The death of Barristan Selmy in an alley was seriously bad.
But the kidnapping of Tyrion by Jorah in order to redeem himself in Daenerys' eyes was interesting. And the fact that the only way that he could redeem himself was to sneak onto an arena and save her life from the Sons of the Harpy was captivating.
Yeah, and don't forget the Battle of Hardhome and the subsequent murder of Jon Snow. The scene where Jon kills that White Walker in front of its son was so inspiring that it made me run in the 2016 election.
Ha, so that's why you lost the 2020 election. You didn't have the inspiration from Game of Thrones because it got so bad in the end.
Yes, that is a factor, but that election was rigged.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Kamala did that for me.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I knew it!
Knew what?
Go take your dementia pills, Joe. Anyway, season 5 ended with an incredible cliffhanger. The murder of Jon Snow had me crying until season 6 released.
Same, bro. I think that because of that, season 5 should go in B tier because it had bad dialogue, but it had some good moments like that and Hardhome.
Yeah, I can agree with B tier.
Okay, now season 6.
The season was overall pretty good, but like last season, the dialogue was terrible at times.
Yeah, the best episodes of this season were the Battle of the Bastards and Winds of Winter.
Dang, Joe actually said something smart for once. And yes, the Battle of the Bastards was good, but the plot armor for Jon Snow was massive. And the fact that Sansa didn't tell him about the veil really pissed me off.
Yeah, and the fact that Rickon was stupid and didn't dodge and weave Ramsay's arrows was infuriating. Then minutes later, Jon survives an arrow storm like it's nothing.
Then Winds of Winter came. The destruction of the Great Sept was a cinematic masterpiece and the music was awesome. Tommen's death by suicide was tragic. But the one thing that pissed me off was...
Wait, what did you say to me, Trump?
Oh my God, Joe. You just now realized I said that you did something right?
Screw you, Trump. My dementia pills haven't kicked in yet, and I went to go get ice cream.
What flavor?
Chalky chip?
Nice. Anyway, what I was going to say is that when Tommen died, Cersei was just like whatever, and that's some BS because she loved her children. Even if Tommen betrayed her, she wouldn't be so cold.
Yeah, overall, I give it Aaron tier because the storyline was good and the fact that in the end, we had an epic shot of the Iron Fleet bringing Daenerys to Dragonstone from Meereen. No arguments? Okay, season 7 should obviously go into Dumb and Dumber.
Shut the fuck up. Obama season 7 and 8 should go high S tier.
Why the hell will we do that, Joe? The last 2 seasons were dog shit.
Shut the hell up or I will send missiles to your home.
If you do that, I will send Joe to your house.
Who's Joe?
Joe Mama.
How the crap can you be that stupid? Your name is literally Joe.
Season 7 had horrible moments, like when Jaime randomly decides to charge towards Daenerys and gets knocked off his horse by Bronn and falls into the lake. Then somehow Bronn drags him out on the opposite side of the lake, even though he was wearing gold-plated heavy armor.
That whole plot of going beyond the wall to get a white for proof to Cersei is retarded. They literally instantly get caught and decides to send Gendry back to the wall for help in the cold, even though he is a southerner that is used to the warm weather. Then the Hound decides to throw a rock just below the White's feet, and then the ice decides not to break with all that weight on top of it, while it couldn't hold 2 at the same time just minutes earlier. Jesus Christ. Then Daenerys shows up and rescues them, but Jon decides to go off into the distance to hold off the Horde, even though he could have got on, which gave the Night King time to aim and kill Viserion, who is then used to destroy the goddamn wall.
Yeah, but the one good scene in season 7 was whenever Olenna Tyrell told Jaime that she killed Joffrey and then died like a badass.
Olenna was a total badass.
What the hell? I thought I server muted you.
I'm just built different.
The hell you are. Season 7 is going into Dumb and Dumber tier along with Season 8 because they are both brain-numbingly horrible.
Why is season 8 horrible? I now see what you mean about season 7, but why?
First off, Joe, go watch the Supercuts Delight channel for context to better understand why. And secondly, in the first episode of this season, when Arya finally gets the chance to reconnect with Jon, they only talk about their goddamn swords instead of the adventures that they both had.
Yeah, and the Long Night episode was so anticlimactic. For one, it was so dark that no one can see it. The trebuchets were in front of the army instead of behind. And the Dothraki horde charging into the darkness to, quote, show the end of the Dothraki, only for them to show up next episode when Grey Worm says that only half were gone.
Jon randomly screaming at Viserion while Arya randomly whooshes from behind the Night King's guards and kills him is so BS. Also, the fact that they thought that the crypts were the safest place to hide is retarded.
Then it all sums up to where Bran the Broken is somehow named King of the Six Kingdoms because he had a, quote, better story than anyone there. Hell, Robin Arryn in that scene looked more kingly than Bran ever did.
Yeah, and the fact that Sansa declared herself Queen of the North while Yara, who was promised the Salt Throne, by the way, is wrapped into Bran's weird-ass kingdom.
Okay, I get it. It can stay in Dumb and Dumber tier.
Finally, now House of the Dragon Season 1.
The story of the Dance of Dragons is going to be epic. Rhaenyra and Alicent were perfectly cast in both their younger and older selves. Daemon's such a badass as well.
D-A-E-M-O-N, George.
Shut up, it's the AI's fault, not mine.
Whatever. That scene where Viserys walks down the hall to the Iron Throne even though he was sick was so badass.
Yeah, and the fact that one of Rhaenyra's children was eaten by Aemon's dragon was a great end to a season.
This is definitely going into Stark tier boys.
Yeah, I agree with Joe for once.
All right, that's the end of the tier list.
Okay, y'all go like subscribe and share or Bush will invade your home and take your oil.